All right, it's that's thing two. Overture 1, 2, 3. I'm Kevin.
Then I'm Nolan.
Drew is having family times. In fact,
Yeah.
he would.
He's spending time. He's doing what none of us do: is spend time with our families.
Well, yeah, like he's living the sitcom life. The part of the sitcom life is you get married and then either your parents or your partner's parents are visiting, and then hilarious shenanigans ensue.
They barge in and you go, oh, and then the laugh track hits.
Yeah, the laugh track hits, and then you have some
Oh
misadventures.
no!
But it works okay at the end.
Oh yeah.
It generally works okay at the end. Like you just okay. I had because we didn't talk. So like, is the War of the Worlds Ice Cube movie filmed entirely through Zoom? Is it one of those movies where it's like POV man working at desk?
I look. Okay. I thought, okay, maybe it just starts out as this, and then he gets up, and he does get up
Okay.
around the 80-minute mark.
Okay, this is like I'm assuming this is a hard 90-minute movie.
This is a hard 90-minute movie.
Okay, yeah, this is like
Act
real.
3 is him talking to people, and they figure out the solution for the aliens, and it's the dumbest thing. This movie may be the worst movie of the year, 100%.
I didn't think it was real when I was seeing clips of this on Twitter or on Blues. I was just seeing clips of like Ice Cube typing at a thing and being like, "Oh, here it goes," and then you see like what clearly is like stock footage of like CG explosions happening over a city as he's saying, "I got my drone," and I'm just like, "What the hell is this? What am I looking at?"
This movie feels like a fever dream. I feel like I have a 108-degree fever, and I'm watching just something that's not real.
It feels
it's so bad.
I think the baffling thing is that Ice Cube is in it. If it was just like if this was like the slop movie that gets thrown on like Redbox streaming or some random thing that's like added to Tubi or Pluto, and you're just like, yeah, because it's like F-grade horror, those kinds of movies.
Yeah.
Where you're just like,
oh yeah, 100%.
It's like they made the most F-grade film you could possibly imagine, and now we're just gonna kind of like, we're cashing it.
Here's the problem: it's not just Ice Cube. There's like 3 other B to C tier actors in this, and it's a surprise.
Yeah, and
yes, maybe 90% of the movie is Ice Cube sitting at a chair in a Zoom call, emoting at stuff going on.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. Because it's one of those like, it feels like there's a couple of those movies like they're trying to make like the Unfriended or the ones where it was like the horror movie told over Zoom or Skype or whatever.
Over Skype.
Like we've
so it's not, guys. Okay, let me go through this. I don't understand why we see a picture of him on it, because he's not on a Skype call all the time, which means he's just looking at a video of himself when he's just typing on the computer, and it's insane.
It feels like it's like one of these.
I'm not even. No. No, I'm not even talking. I'm just talking about how it looks. I'm not even talking about the story, which is even worse. It makes less sense.
I'm looking at this and it doesn't make any sense. Like the story just literally makes no. This feels like it was another movie, and then they workshopped it in. Like from reading it, I wonder if this was supposed to be a oh god, it's 89. It's not even 90 minutes. It's 89 minutes. Like this is supposed to be like a hacker movie. It was trying to be like a hacker movie at some point, and then they decided we couldn't like as they were writing or filming, they're like we have 30 minutes. What can we do? And someone was like, "Is War of the Worlds in public domain? Can we just like do that? Can we just say there's aliens?"
I will say there are 2 times where they say War of the Worlds, and it's the funniest thing ever. I think, have you seen the quote
I have
that's going
not
around?
seen the quote.
It's the president in the movie. It's like, I'm now declaring that we are in the War of the Worlds.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh, it's so bad.
apparently this what? Eva Longoria's in this.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. There's like actual named actors in this.
Yeah, it's
In this garbage movie that I'm pretty sure cost $1,000 to make.
okay. So yeah, this sucker was a COVID movie. So
Yeah,
I'm looking at
100%.
Wikipedia. I'm doing my own research. So like, this was a COVID movie that apparently either at some point they just said screw it and they threw it out in the middle of like 2005. Like it from one of the screens I've just saw. Like if this sucker came out in like I don't know month 4 of COVID, you could see it being people going like, yeah, okay.
Oh no, it's not good enough. It's still not.
No,
even
no,
if,
no.
even if, okay, no, it would be like it would destroy Tiger King. Is what I'm saying if it came out in there.
Oh, this would have been mean
That's
to
how bad
hell.
it is.
That's what I mean. Like, I think if they released this during COVID, it would have actually done way better because it's so awful, and everyone would have said, "Yo, you need to watch this garbage," and everyone would have watched that garbage because they were stuck in their house. But
They
now,
probably would have gotten a lot more.
yeah, but now you're just
Now
getting
it's
the
just-
freaks. You're getting like you're
Yes.
getting the bad movie freaks who are like, oh my, War of the Worlds shitty movie coming out in 2025. I'm ready to eat some yummy yummies.
It's like I don't know how to put it. Every part of it is bad. There's no good parts in this movie. There's nothing that you could salvage and turn it into a good movie. It's all horrible. But yeah, no, it does feel like a COVID movie because everyone's either 6 feet apart in the live action stuff, when they're actually outside, or they're just sitting behind a screen or talking on Zoom.
Damn, some guy gave it
Oh my God.
some idiot ruined the 0% rating and it has like a 4.
There's no way this movie is not a 4
Oh,
in any way, shape, or form.
oh, this is terrible.
And this is a 4 out of 100 if it's anything.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, it got a 4%.
This is a 4. This is a 4 out of a 400.
Yeah, this is bad. This is
Do you know what the story is?
I've like
This
glanced
movie?
at it and he was like it looked like he was like a man and he's trying to find a hacker, but then the aliens show up and then he finds like the hacker's son and then the 2 hackers figure it out and they do the virus and then the virus kills all of them.
That's okay. Let me go through this
All right.
because he works for the NSA.
Yeah.
All right, and he's really controlling, and he has a son and a daughter. A daughter's pregnant,
Okay.
and the daughter's like a biologist. Okay, and the son is like he's good with computers. Is all we know for now.
Okay.
Also, he has a dead wife, but he keeps her Facebook page up so he can go back and look at it. He logs in and looks at it.
Just so we can see it because we're looking at through his like computer screen, basically through his desktop.
Yes. Oh, it's even better because he always types in "I love you" and it goes message not sent. And he's done this for like I guess the 2 years she's been dead. And the last memo he has is like this heartwarming message for her. I'm like, this isn't a real memo, which is my life. If I accidentally like got into a car crash, it's so bad.
I almost like that idea, just not in this movie. Like if your reveal of your hidden character was like some kind of murderer psychopath, and the reveal that they were typing like "I love you" to someone every time, even though they were blocked. I'm like, I kind of like that.
But like that part's good, and then it goes to the voice. Anyway, he's trying to catch this other hacker who hacked like documents from the U.S. They send a SWAT team to get him. Can't find him. Who cares? all in the meantime, he's getting like Discord messages from his friend that works at NASA. It's like, hey, have you seen this weird weather? It's odd. It's so strange. He's like, I don't care about that. Let me look at a dream so I can watch my children, because I'm trying to be really protective now to my daughter and her pregnant baby, or my pregnant daughter and her oh my god, her baby daddy who works at Amazon, and for some reason he can hack into the cameras in the Amazon truck.
Okay, I buy that. Oh. I buy that Big Bezos wants to look at all of us.
So, obviously, it's War of the Worlds, so the aliens land and they start attacking.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm looking here. I'm looking. Nolan's probably having to do other stuff. He can't talk about the importance.
Oh, no. You're good. No, you're good.
Oh.
The aliens start attacking, and the humans, they're like, oh no, they're destroying power systems and power grids and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe it's going to be like, he can't connect or anything. He loses no Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube doesn't go down. Twitter doesn't go down at all.
Yeah.
But they're attacking the globe for some reason.
Well, you know.
Oh, sorry, he gets locked into the NSA, so that's why he can't leave, and he has to sit there behind the screen.
Okay.
So, like, what do you think aliens are doing? What do you think aliens can invade?
Well,
like, you think like resources, like maybe water, or maybe they're just trying to.
They're either invading for resources, colonization, gold, like that Cowboys versus Aliens movies, which, while stupid, I did enjoy.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Okay, what if they're looking for something else? Maybe something stupider. Maybe they eat data.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Now you think, well, what do you mean data? Just information that's written down on computers is what they're looking for.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this wiki like this movie. So what this movie, like the big thing is government's like super surveillance attracted the aliens, which I feel like they have an idea there, but they're too stupid to execute it. Like there's so
much worse than that.
There is. Okay, you go.
No, so 1960s, the first alien crashes and tries to get like data off of, the crappy old like 1950s, 1960s computers.
Yeah, that wouldn't be enough.
The U.S. government knows about this. They know that these aliens eat data. They're aware. And so they're like, what we'll do? We'll create a massive surveillance network to get everyone's data. Only for one of the general to be like, well, hold on a second. If we do this, the aliens are going to show up. Because we know they're real. And everyone knows about this in the government. And they go, it'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen. They're like, well, we need to know everyone's Amazon password and make sure that, there's no, you're going to call aliens. You're going to destroy the world. What do you mean?
See, you can tell that this movie is bad because I am not the most creative person, but, like, you can feel the sense of, like, okay, so what if they're gathering everyone's data and shooting it up to the aliens, but, like, General Man's like, what if I want to skim some of that data off the top for my surveillance, and that upsets the aliens?
I paused the movie and I'm like, okay, that's it. They're just, like, making a bunch of data, and then they're probably shooting it into space.
Yeah.
And then that way the aliens will, like,
that's my thought. It's like, okay.
We got a little too greedy, we kept a little from them, and now they're like, oh, we're...
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's not what it is at all.
Because that's
that
stupid.
Doesn't happen. It's still just like... No, it's still like, well, no, we need to have a surveillance state. I mean, even though it's going to be destroyed by aliens if we do this.
Because you're...
I'm like...
Oh, God. It's so stupid. Okay, this movie...
Also,
is
that's
frustrating.
That's why the hackers are the good guys.
Yeah.
The hackers are the good guys because they're like, we need to share this stuff to the world. And so we have the hackers, Bonnie and Clyde, Starfire, Dark Sun, Disruptor, uh,
Yeah, I see Disruptor.
Tenacion XX.
Yeah.
Also, when we say the aliens eat data, like they'll eat a screen of Facebook.
Does the
Like
Facebook
they'll take
go
all the
away?
pictures and stuff. Yeah, it's like, oh, there's no pictures, there's no post here because it's data. I
It
guess
ate the data. See, that doesn't even make sense
it ate the
because
data.
like there are like multiple SCPs with this concept, and there's shit where it's just like, you could just like copy paste everything and give it. Like, here you go.
That's what I'm saying. We'll just put everything on the hard drive, let them suck up what they need to, and leave, and then we'll just reset it. And this doesn't seem like a problem to me.
In a more silly movie, I would understand that that's the whole reason that Facebook and social media were created, was to harvest infinite amounts of inane data to feed our aliens so they don't come and eat us. So, like, you're stupid...
Also, the reason why there's so many private companies that are shooting rockets into space is to get more satellites so they can...
because the aliens they're more hungry. Now, that would be, like, in a slightly that's like a more Douglas Adams-y kind of like silly kind of thing, but I feel like that's a better I buy that far more than anything this movie is trying to say. If they're like, no, like
it makes 100% more sense.
Yeah, it's like, why do you think Twitter's asking you about your opinions on something every 20 seconds? It's because Alien is hungry. It's dinner time, and it needs to eat those stupid opinions.
We have to pay our tithes to the aliens, alright?
Or they're gonna come and kill us. You're gonna need to post your opinions on Wednesday season whatever 2 that's coming out. I need to hear them. I need to hear everyone's opinions.
I need you to ask a question that's like, would you allow your woman to do this so I can feed the aliens? Okay?
The alien needs to eat. He is hungry. Alien's gonna say, which Gundam character are you? It needs to know. Like, that makes more sense.
Your Gundam moment here. That's genius. That would be perfect.
See, that makes way more sense.
If they made this movie now, I think we could have put something together. But remember, this is like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like this is the film where, like, what if you had Spider-Man Homecoming, but the film never left, like, Nate sitting in the chair. So, like, you see Tom Holland zip out the window and the camera doesn't follow him. You just see him on the computer going like, I'm hacking for you. All right.
There's a very funny moment where, like, Ice Cube's character is like, hey, NSA director, why did you do this? He just goes, you're fired, Ice Cube, and he fires Ice Cube. Only for Ice Cube's son to get him, like, login credentials back. So I'm like, well, hold on a second. What do you mean you already had the credentials? Why didn't you just do this stuff earlier? Why do you need Ice Cube? Don't worry about that. Anyway, they post a picture now that has Ice Cube's face on it. As a hacker.
They put him on the hacker list?
They did. He's not only the hacker list, he's the face of the hackers now.
Oh, damn, they made him.
And then also they're like, they're like, your dad works at NSA? Don't worry, he'll get us off. He just got fired from the NSA. What do you mean? He's no longer a cop. He's off duty. He's off the force. He can't give you immunities. It's so... Also, so they're like, okay, if it's data, let's just do the DDoS attack. They do that, and then the robots enter their second form. Instead of big tripods, the heads come off, and they start flying around and killing all the hackers.
Oh, that's dumb.
Which is maybe it's the funniest point in the movie. Well, it's great, because you see people, like, jumping up from their computer chairs, and there's the fakest explosion you could ever see.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's so great. It's so funny.
No, that's good. That's pretty good. I'm just watching this movie and like I'm seeing descriptions.
Please watch this.
And
please, if Neil Breen had money, this is what the movie would be. Because
at some point the government's plan is just to blow up all of like the NSA surveillance software and hope the aliens leave. And I'd be like, if I was Alien and I'm hungry, my tummy's rumbling for some data, and then you just blow it all up. And I'm like, I'm ending your civilization.
Yeah. No, you're going to start making me more data now. You're enslaved now.
You're going to the posting mines. You're gonna
Yes.
hook your butt up.
It's also very funny that I'm like, okay, so they're going to attack the U.S. Come on. There's like data centers in the Midwest that have more information. There's a data center in India that they should all be converging to.
Yeah, or like China. There's
like
a lot
right
of
now.
like there's a lot of like crap that they're looking like. It's just it like I know what they're trying to do, but it's so frustrating because it's so like inept.
How long? So how long do you think this battle takes place? Like, what do you think the time frame is?
So I would imagine that the battle for everyone is probably like in real time, not in like movie time, but in real time. I would imagine like a couple of days.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because like the forces have to mobilize and they have to like attack the robots.
You need to have them. You need to have like the robots come down, the initial strike, the failure, the robots attack, then like wave 2, and then it's gonna take maybe
humans counterattack, wave 2, yeah.
Like an Independence Day.
What if I said it was an hour? Yeah, what if I said it was an hour and a half?
Oh God, no.
In real time.
See, like Independence Day, which is schlock. But like it took like a couple. That was movie happened over like a bit.
Yeah,
there was time between like Will Smith getting into the alien thing and then Will Smith going, and then like the aliens were hovering for like a couple days as like everyone was freaking out, like an hour.
Yeah, there's time. Hour and a half. So hour for like I guess the humans start fighting back, and then the last 30 minutes is actually 30 minutes real time.
So it's like someone on this team read like the Half-Life blurb where they talked about like the 4-hour war, and they thought that was really cool.
Yes,
because that is really cool concept. And they said, what if we made our movie like Half-Life? What if this is?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying. No, I will tell you how this ends. It's an awful movie.
Yeah,
so they try to do a DDoS attack. Look, this movie.
Yeah, spoil it. No one cares.
First of all, yeah. So also the son's a hacker, but we also learned that the daughter is a microbiologist, and she's working on like a new way to change cells. Anyway, we find out the machines are part organic, part robot.
Okay.
So we have to get the virus.
So you need like a double virus.
The robot.
So they got to have like a family virus that's both biological. So what you're telling me is that they have to develop the technorganic virus from X-Men to save the day.
Okay, so the idea is like we'll put a virus in that, and I think, what do you mean a virus? A virus of what? What is the virus going to do? Is it going to tell the machine to shut down? Is it going to do something specific? Who cares? It's just a virus. That's how we're going to win the day. I feel like someone like slightly understood how the internet works and was like, I'll just say, oh yeah, we'll just do this and it'll work out, right? I don't get it. Oh, also, because the daughter's halfway across town, they weren't able to send it via the Wi-Fi or whatever. So the baby daddy uses an Amazon drone to send the thumb drive with the data to the dad, to Ice Cube. Oh my God, this movie is the worst.
Yeah, this sounds like really, really bad, and it's like it's one of those movies where you wonder even what it looked like in your head. Like, did they think they're making like the next Hackers, where they had like hacking, and people were going to be like, "Oh man, this is so cool." But like,
it feels like they were trying to make the next disaster movie, or the next like District 9 or something like that.
Yeah, they wanted an avant-garde disaster kind of movie, and they were going to say, we're going to do this weird like surveillance state, so it's told through like a monitor, but also because we're watching it through the monitor, so we're like surveilling on the surveillance state, and that's the big theme. Don't you see our movie has themes of surveillance state? And you're like, but aliens eat data. The aliens are so stupid. You lose
Alien
the
data. But like they eat the data. I'm like, okay, well, what data they eat? Data. They eat Facebook pages. I was like, yeah, okay, but like, what are they trying? What do you mean they're eating it? What do they do with it? What happens if they're done eating? Do they leave something else? Is there?
Do they poop data? Do they like?
I don't know. They don't answer these questions.
Because that's what I keep thinking. It reminds me of there's the SCP that eats any information about it. So if you write a word, it'll eat it. And if you say something, it'll take you because so you have to communicate with like pictures. And I'm like, it's one of the best SCPs. It's like, do they think about that? Is that one of the things they tried to rip off?
This is also no, they don't. This is what I say. What do you mean data? Do you mean information?
I think they mean computer. I think they mean things on the computer.
I know they mean computer, but they're not clear what they mean by data. Like,
yeah,
are they trying to learn from it?
If you're eating raw data, then wouldn't it be more efficient to like eat a human brain? Because your brain has more technically sensory information and data than a computer. Like computer.
Yeah, if you're bioorganic, this shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you're a bioorganic creature, which means that you would harvest whatever's the most data. You could also theoretically make your own data farm. Like you could just have like I'm just like what if you had like a satellite and you pointed it at like a moon and the satellite recorded like every mote of dust or whatever and it made like a new log or it was like taking pictures like
constantly
like you had like a live feed of the sun or whatever and it's like 8K 120p 120 frames per second. It's just rolling and you can just slurp on some of that like high def footage. I mean, that's data. That'll fill up a hard drive real quick. You just slurp on some of that.
Like, I can't remember if they're like hyper intelligence where they're just animals.
That was my problem with the other, with like the Tom Cruise one. Oh. Okay, so like,
yeah.
It's that part, and it's the part that always gets me. It's stuck in my head forever. When like the War of the Worlds aliens, because as we all know, the War of the Worlds aliens are defeated by viruses, which is this one, computer virus, but like humans that kills it. And it was like this hyper intelligent alien, it got out of like its ship, and then it was like eating like stagnant groundwater because it really wanted the water, but it ate like a puddle. It was like it'd be like going to. You're really so thirsty and you see like gutter water with like some trash in it. You're like, yum yum. You just start drinking the foulest water and then you get like a disease and die. And I'm like, what are you doing, alien?
Imagine a human letting them, man, I'm thirsty. This water is so good.
It's like, I mean, I want to say that, but that's like the plot of Prometheus is human takes off their like mask and goes, delicious.
I can believe this. There's nothing wrong with it.
The spores, they feel so good. But it's just like when you're trying to eat data, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense unless you're trying to, like, in our version where they're harvesting everyone's data to shoot it up to the aliens, while stupid, at least that's the point. The point is that, like, you're harvesting data to do something, and that's not good. But then you're not, and you're just, this one, it doesn't feel like I know the movie wants to be about surveillance, but it's just not. And it wants to be about aliens, but the aliens don't make sense.
It's so bad. It's like, I don't know. Look, in our version, also it'd be like, well, we have to keep some data because the Chinese are probably doing it too.
Yeah.
And this, like the underlying theme is like surveillance state is mainly based on like paranoia, our fear of others, and then that kind of plays into our own self-destruction.
Yeah, you could
They
throw
could have done something with this.
like you could throw,
There's things they could work with.
there are more fanciful themes and like the idea that the aliens need more data, so it's causing us to make spin up more server farms which are using more
Yeah.
power, which are etc. And it could be even revealed that like the aliens don't even care. They're not even they're just bored. So like all of Earth, like they think you're eating the data and they say no, that's really stupid. We want like a new TV show, so we're filtering all of your crap into like one 30-minute episode. Your entire civilization is like episode 3 of our universe or something. That was like the South Park
What's
plot.
that? Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that the South
That
Park
is
bit?
the South
And,
Park
like,
episode.
that's kind of what it is. It should have been that. It should have just been that.
Yeah, because that's more like I can that's more like that is more spooky in the farcical, but I would buy it way harder than like you're trying to say the serious alien that can apparently like cross the, because in my opinion, if your civilization can like cross the stars, if you're a spacefaring civilization, then you don't give a crap about resources. Like resources no longer matter. It doesn't matter anymore because you have enough to like fly around in space. Now it's all about like you're killing because you want that planet. You're basically you want land to live on. You don't care about like, yo, I can't harvest the palladium or whatever. Like in Mass Effect, like nah, we can mine it. If we can travel
Yeah.
through to another solar system, well, we can mine anything, or we can. It doesn't matter. But I'm just like, yo, that's stupid. Apparently, he's like, it ends with Ice Cube, and he's like, now I'm going to be the Watchdog, Watchdog 2, starring Ice Cube.
The world's like destroyed. There's no more infrastructure. Also, I'm getting pissed off because I'm like, while I was watching it, I'm like, there should be no infrastructure. The aliens are destroying everything.
Yeah.
Why does Ice Cube still have Wi-Fi at all? How can he call people? Why is there still a data network up?
Yeah, because in my knowledge, that would see the aliens sucking on the data. That's why it always goes out when it rains, because that's when like the rain is the cover for the alien collection device. So the internet goes down because it's all being siphoned.
Yeah, like there's this big storm that keeps like moving around, and then there's big power outages. And it was like, oh, we're trying to pick up the pieces because every time these areas come back on, there's destruction.
Yeah, it's like our data center's down. I keep posting and no one keeps seeing my hilarious jokes.
Guys, if you're listening, please watch this movie. It's so bad. It's like the worst. I'm almost like, man, I kind of want to watch a Neil Breen movie after this. That guy cleared
Well, Neil Breen movies, at least, like, whenever you see parts of a Neil Breen film or a Neil Breen film, you can see that there's a movie he wants to make and he just can't. It's like you can tell he's trying to make like Twisted Pair a deep psychological exploration of two superpowered beings who are fighting the government and their moral code and doing all this crap, and it looks so cool in his head, and then you see it and it's awful. But you can tell like he has a vision of what it is in his head. And this movie, like, there's no vision of like what it is in their head. There's no cool thing. There's no jokes.
100%, yeah. There is no jokes. None of it's funny. None of it's enjoyable, except to laugh and point how horrible this is created.
Like, I feel like this would be a better dark comedy. Like, that's kind of where our version is. It's our Idiocracy, where it wants to eat. It's like, ours is like the Jordan Peele-esque horror, where it's like, it's not about the aliens. It's more about like what all that crap you're being shoving on the internet and what's being done with it. And it's like, what do you think it's doing with it? But no. It's that's incredible. We're the world's Ice Cube. Well done.
Yes, thank you Amazon for giving us this He's some garbage.
Yeah. Speaking of
Is
garbage,
there anything else for you?
okay, like Evo happened. Evo was not garbage. Evo was pretty good. I
It was
enjoyed it.
really good.
I watched it. I had to, because I was an old man, I had to go to sleep and not watch grand finals. So when I woke up in the morning, I had to immediately watch grand finals of Street Fighter. And it was good. It was good. I like Mena. I like that Mena won. I like seeing Blanca do Blanca stuff. It was cool. I love to see.
Yeah, I love Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear
really
was good. Tekken was
I like
great.
City of the Warps.
Yo, Tekken was really good because it was like it was the mirror match, and then Arslan Ash became the people's hero by just picking Nina Williams and then winning. The Sister Act won, and you're like, oh, that's good.
I love that.
I was like, that's pretty good. I was it was good. It was good fighting games. My preferred way to watch Evo now is I just watch the Maximilian stream because he like goes between stuff and watches it.
It is.
And I'm just like,
yeah. Whoa! Did you see that part where the DJ guy went down on the floor and was walking around? That was cool.
Yeah, that guy, the mysterious DJ from King. Yeah, I saw him. He was there. I saw him. He had his hair and he had the tracksuit on. It was him. It was Ganachi. He was there.
Yeah, I was hoping Max would get to run into him, but I guess he just never got the chance.
Well, he's busy. He's doing the stream. Like you can tell, he's in that room. He doesn't. He's doing work.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it.
He's off camera though. Like he had to go. He had to run to the bathroom. That's all. I think it was all that Chipotle. He had to like.
Yeah, you got to flush it out. They got to flush it out. The Chipotle and hot tea to keep their voices from exploding.
Make sure you keep eating your Evo Chipotle.
Yeah, you got to keep doing it. You got to explode out the ear. That keeps you strong. The tension in your gut keeps you strong, and you're just like, ah. I think Lucy Cyberpunk and Guilty Gear looks really cool. I like how she hacks like they hack in Cyberpunk. I think that's incredible.
So like, yeah, I don't understand how maybe
it's really cool.
I love it.
I also
looks cool. Looks so fighter. I'm so glad Armor King is back.
Armor King looked incredible.
Oh, I love it.
Yo, that Virtua Fighter footage looks so cool.
I know.
Like you could it's still boring Virtua Fighter, but they've added like the Yakuza flourishes to it. And you can see like the Yakuza flourishes. Like at the end where she kicks Akira and you see him like getting kicked in the mouth and his tooth flies out and you're like, that's the end of a heat move in a random encounter. Like you could tell. Kazuma Kiryu has done that to people. So like, yeah, they just
Kazuma Kiryu could be finally coming to a fighting game.
He could be. This would be the one to do it. I mean,
I hope so.
This would be. I could see the Dragon of Dojima doing this. He already has the styles. He'd be a style switch character. He has Beast stance, Rush stance, and crap, I forgot the other one. Put Majima there. Breaker stance. Get him in there.
Yeah. Hey, just and then we'll add in the greatest map ever created, which is outside the Waffle House.
Oh God! Whoever does that,
you'll finally
get win.
Whoever does it first.
Whoever does it first. See, I feel like Virtua Fighter technically has more of a chance because the Yakuza game devs know. Like that crew feels like they'd be way more into it. Like Harada is more like tonally, I think like Tekken tonally would make more sense because there's already like Clive fighting in like his brain palace and like who cares, and like Negan in the trailer park, so it's all on the table really. But I still feel like Tekken has some respect for its lore. Whereas, like, the Yakuza gang are like, nah, this is, like, real people. And you know where real fights happen. right outside the Waffle House. Jeffrey McWild, upon catching, angry that his shark destroyed his fishing boat yet again, and he just wants to go get some 3 a.m. waffles, and some guy's gonna pick a fight with him. And listen, it goes down. That's how it's gonna happen. Yeah, that look. The swimsuits.
I haven't seen more stuff with her. Swimsuits came out.
They look good.
Great.
Gigantic asses. Everyone loves it. Good job, Street Fighter. Keep doing what you're doing.
Token, yeah, I mean, looks all right. We saw the controls for it. Motions, which, yay.
Yeah, Tokon, like, I think Tokon looks, it's interesting. I don't think it's going to be the game to get me to, like, learn how to play a hitbox and get into fighting games, but watching footage of it, I'm more interested in it. I like the idea. It feels like it's like when I thought of tag game, I thought of like Marvel or Dragon Ball where everyone had a health bar, and this one really feels more like you have one health bar. You're playing with one character that has assist, and then you could swap it out if the matchup is bad instead of, or like a weird mix up, instead of going for like, this is the team, you got to beat everyone on the team.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like in Tokon,
maybe in the future they'll do like an update that like actual 2v2 or 3v3. But just for right now, it just feels weird.
I don't know. I kind of like it because it's different than the other ones. I like that it's almost like you can. Because you can see, like, in 2XKO, where they're struggling to try to have, like, what if I just want to play Darius and not play the other guys? And they're like, oh, we don't know how to do that, really. Whereas in this one, it feels like if you just wanted to play Iron Man, I think you could do it. Like, Iron Man and 3 assists, I think you could do it. Because really, the assists are there for, like, your DHC or your combo extension. But not really.
Oh yeah,
it's not like, all right, now I gotta fight as Wolverine for a while. Okay, now I gotta fight as Sentinel for a while. It's more like I could fight as Wolverine the entire match, but I need to know that if I do a DHC, then I can fight enough as Star-Lord to DHC back into Wolverine. That kind of deal.
It's oh no my you're not dealing with oh no my Sentinel's down. Now I have to play.
I'm playing Psylocke by herself on
Arthur.
Yeah, it's Cyclops against the team. It's not going to happen. But this one, it's more like
I was about to say it's going to be like, oh no, all I have is Virgil, and I'm like, wait a second,
you'd be fine, Virgil. But this one, it feels Tokon. It feels more like it's kind of like if one person, if you're in a situation where one. Like, the matches went relatively quick, which I also appreciated compared to... I think my biggest complaint of Dragon Ball is that the matches took way too long. It felt like you were doing, like, combo into super, combo into level 3, combo into super, and then even still, like, a character wasn't dead yet. It felt like combos went way too long, whereas this one, the matches feel relatively prompt, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you're not watching like someone do the same.
Yeah, you're not doing the
hit into like level 1, then level 3.
Yeah,
and they reset and you do the same thing. Level 1, level 3.
Yeah, and I feel like Tokon, it's more like Tokon. The matches feel roughly about the same as Strive. I think they're a little longer, just because there's more crap happening. But
yeah,
it feels like a good length of a. Like, I think that game's going to do just fine. That's what I feel like. Like, I think it's going to do well. It'll sell well. It'll do well, and I'll basically treat it mentally how I treat Marvel Rivals, where I think Marvel Rivals. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, your Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, well, like, I think Marvel Rivals is a great little game that I will not play because I don't want to, but I don't think it's bad.
It's it's a great game, but it just, I mean, after a while, it becomes a lot of the same.
Yeah,
It's just a hero shooter.
yeah,
It's a
but
war.
it's just it's like, yo, you like Spider-Man? It's like, yeah, I think it's cool. Everyone has like cool dust mechanics and cool like, yo, here's like Iron Man. I like the fact you can throw Captain America's shield and then kick it. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
I was about to be like I before watching I was like, I hate screen breaks, but now that I see that it like adds to your super meter and to your like assists. I'm like, okay, that's all right.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the
the
idea that you have to unlock
break
your
that.
assist. I think that's a neat little gimmick. Instead of as like the round progresses, you get more meter and you get more stuff. I think that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
you're you're not throwing everything like the first second of the match. There's not like 5 assists coming out at once.
Yeah. Which, well, you already have a game for that. And I feel like this one's it's different. I also think it's interesting. At least this is like conceptual on paper as well. I haven't played the game, so I don't know how it feels, and I haven't played it for multiple hours to know like, oh, this is actually flawed. But on paper, I think it's interesting. I also like that your break and counter break mechanics involve your team. I think I also kind of agree with Max a little bit that I feel like it needs one more defensive mechanic. I don't know what that would be, but it feels like it needs one.
Yeah,
Like a
it just
even if it's just like a push block or something. Cuz you have that meter. Like you have that tag meter. If you could do some kind of perfect guard or like the guard where you hold in Guilty Gear and it uses some of your tension to stop chip damage or something. Like if you, I needs a little something. I don't know what.
there's something that yeah.
But it feels like
I would like to get on an open beta and see like how it feels.
yeah.
It becomes a real thing.
Yeah. I am no longer interested in 2XKO until they would put in a character that I want to see in there.
Don't you love all the characters from Arcane?
I
Which
think
you want to watch, right?
well, see the thing about it is I'm not even mad. Like Vi and Jinx, I have no problems with because they should be in there, being from Arcane. I think Echo also being in there is like a little bit of a stretch, but like okay. But then the rest of the characters are just kind of bland. I think there's a lot of like there's been a lot of talk, but there's no Blanca. Like even Street Fighter 2 original had Blanca. You need and you have like Dalzim. Like you need to like you're like, oh, that's a weird character. And I feel like
you need your freak picks. You need your Voldo. You need your Yoshimitsu.
like because some of the character like Vi and Jinx being in there, I understand they're from Arcane. Ari and Yasuo, I understand because they're incredibly popular.
Oh yeah.
You have your cool samurai, and then you have like your sexy fox lady. Like those four characters, I have no qualms and would put them in there. Like Ilaoi being in there, that's like your closest thing to a freak pick, and I don't even think she's like that much of a freak pick because she's been in several games. It's one of those like I think she's a freak pick because she's like muscle lady, but if you've into League of Legends, you're like, yeah, but she's been in like the card game and she's been in like several of like the spin-off games. She was one of the main characters in the RPG. Like she was in your party. That's not like obscure.
I feel like this is probably the downside of having like 100 like an infinite amount of characters you can use, like League of Legends does.
Yeah, it's because like because the whole League of Legends system is trying to get you to like one of those characters enough to buy more fancy things for them, also means that if they're not in it, it's garbage. And you're just like, well, I like this guy, and he's not in it. I want my demon possessed scarecrow man. Why isn't he in there? Why isn't my cool guy Fiddlesticks who screams your worst fears at you during the match in there? He'd play exactly like Faust. It'd be great. But just it's like I don't know. You're not showing that one.
Yep.
So it's just one of those like, okay. But then a lot of people who it's
It's
like, oh,
fair.
that is I am the Yasuo man, and they put Yasuo in there. Sick. Game's great.
It's like now you're only hitting like less than 5% of your player base.
It's one of the things where you'd think that every announcement would make people happy, but now what you've done is every announcement will make people upset. like every like if you say brand new character, it's like rumored to be Zed the Shadow Ninja, and most people are gonna be like, "Ah, oh, that's not my character." But it's like realistically, you have a 1 out of 200 chance of your character showing up. And if you're like one of the Yordles or whatever, no, they ain't showing up. Even though there's like a few that could work. You could have Rumble, he'd be like the Sentinel, it'd be cool. A Blitzcrank. And Nautilus. It's a lot of
At this point, I think Token may be taking the spot of, of 2KO now.
Well, we also we can't fully toss out that Tokon or whatever Marvel Fighters is going to cost money, and 2XKO is $0. So $0 free 99 is a very you could get away with a bad if you play well and have a bad roster, but cost $0, then you're gonna get an install base.
You know what? Maybe honestly, maybe it'll be big for a bit, but then it's always going to be like an Evo day 2.
Yeah,
like final.
It'll be like Killer Instinct.
Yeah, it'll be Under Night in Birth.
Yeah.
It'll be MK1.
No, it's not that bad.
I mean, that's true.
It's not that bad. Like I think Killer Instinct is cool.
I would put a Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct's actually cool.
It's cool. I like Killer Instinct is one of those games where like I look at it being played and I feel like it's been robbed the entire time. Because Killer Instinct, like, I think what hurt
Killer Instinct's never been bad.
I think what really hurt it is that it was like an Xbox One exclusive for so long.
Yeah.
And in the PS4, Xbox One, like, no one I knew had Xbox Ones. Like, I didn't play Killer Instinct until basically it was dead and they released it on Steam, and then I played it because Eric put it on his laptop, and I played it. And I'm like, yo, I like this game. It would have been really nice to play it when it was like at peak instead of like
when it was alive.
Yeah, because it like, but it was like a really cool game. I like it. I like its combo systems and its routes and its characters. I think the soundtrack is incredible. Like,
it's so good.
The Killer Instinct soundtrack is because once again by the patron saint of music, Mick Gordon of Doom 2016 also did KI. So if you're listening to like the TJ Combo song, you're like, oh, this is so good. That TJ Combo song is so good, and then you look and it's like Mick Gordon, Mr. BFG Division himself. Wow. I'm saying, see, like in my dream fighting game, where you take the game.
I completely forgot. You did just remind me. There's also the Invincible fighting game that's coming out too.
The Invincible fighting game looks like a mobile game. I think Drew posted that, and I kind of have to agree. It looks like it's supposed to be running on a phone.
The first thing I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like the Power Rangers game, right?
It looks like the Power Rangers game.
It literally does. It's fun to play, but it's not like the best thing ever.
No, it's really weird looking to me. I think it's just because I like Invincible. Don't get me wrong. I think Invincible is really good. I like that cartoon, and I liked that comic too. For what I've read of that comic, I only read till like basically Mark had to fight his dad, and then like I stopped reading it because like that was the one where I'd go to the comic book store and it'd be there. So I didn't see like the rest of Invincible, but Like, I like the cartoon a lot. I think the cartoon of Invincible is really good. And like, when I'm looking at this game, I'm just not, it's not hitting right. Even though they have like the voices, I think it's because it's not cell shaded. I really think that should have been cell shaded.
Yeah.
Like,
some nice thick lines on those.
Because even if it's like it could be 3D models and cell shaded. Like, that's what Max's UMC 3 Marvel Infinite mod proved, that like you throw a cell shading over some of those models and it makes them
the game looks really good. Great.
Even going sort of back to League of Legends. So the current Teamfight Tactics set is quote unquote anime themed, and what they did is they cell shaded like all the characters, and they look a lot better, even though they're still like if you zoom in on them, it's not looking good, but like you can tell that a lot of the jank kind of goes away when you've cell shaded it, because your brain like fills in stuff and you're like, oh, it's not, I accept that this man's pauldrons are huge because he's like cell shaded cartoon character instead of looking like a hyper HD Warcraft character, where like a World of Warcraft character does not look good when they're trying to be photorealistic, because that armor is not designed for photorealism.
Mm-hmm. Oh hell man. It's not made to be like a normal human being.
No, but when you're seeing it as like cell shaded, your brain goes, "Oh, yeah, it's a cartoon. It's fine."
Oh, awesome! Yeah, cool.
It's cool. It's why it's one, I think one of the dangers of trying to do live action 40K is that those things are designed to be seen as miniatures, and you got to be real careful putting them in live action.
You have to put the money in to make them look good in live action.
You're gonna have to do a lot of money, or else those things are gonna look really bad. Or just make it
even better. Never show them ever, and just have them be humans all the time.
I think that untitled Amazon Warhammer shows should just be about like Inquisitors and stuff, and you never see a Space Marine. You should never see a Space Marine.
One at the very end. But they don't take their helmets on, and they're just big old monsters.
You find the final boss is a Chaos Space Marine. You like the final boss of season 1 is you see one Chaos Space Marine, just one dude, and he's hurt, and then he is like the strongest and fastest man you have ever seen, and that's like the power scaling.
I'm recently playing through Rogue Trader.
Yeah,
and that's like the first big boss for a star system is one Chaos Space Marine, and it kills like 5 of my guys.
Exactly. Like, that's how that show should be. Because you should, like, in the setting, as we all know, like, the Adeptus Astartes shows up, and it's bad times. It's bad. It's real bad. You're dead. You're a dead man walking.
Like, I got 3 Psychers, okay? We're barely putting a dent in them.
If you fought one of those, if you fought a Death Guard man in Dark Tide, the boss fight would be over in like 20 seconds.
If you're gonna fight one Death Guard in Dark Tide, you need like 8 to 10 people, and then I'm like, all right, that's fair.
It's basically just gonna go from person to person while eating every single attack and gun round, and you're gonna have the guy, your soldier, like shooting that thing in the head with the bolt gun as it walks over, grabs him, and rips him in half. As it takes like 2 to the dome, and then it's just gonna walk over to just person to person.
You're gonna keep shooting it. You'll get there eventually, but there's gonna be one person left. Maybe. You know what? No. It'll be 10 Ogryn versus 1 Space Marine.
How?
It's going to be like they'll maybe get it.
They might get it, but they might not. Depending on it, I would say it depends on the Space Marine, because like if it's like tactical or whatever, like if you put like 10 Ogren versus like a Corn Berserker, I think the Ogren might be able to fight because the Corn Brand is just hit hard and the Ogre is just like Ogren is hit hard and it may work. But if you're fighting
No,
like
look, I'm not talking about a Death of Light Terminator, okay? I'm talking about just a race.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Regular, basic, like, Nurgle Death Guard.
Because
no, like, champion or anything, because they would lose immediately.
It also depends on what kind of aim do you suspect they have? Because in the lore, like every Space Marine is like really good shot. Like they're stupid good shots. Like they do not miss rounds in their bolters. Like every one of those bolts is hitting on target. Unless
I've also been playing Demon's Gate, and that's my favorite thing. Is like because it's like XCOM. Here's the thing: you never miss, but the closer you are, the more you get. You're always going to get one that's always going to go through.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
I know. I love that.
Yeah, that game was cool. Also, I think Y'shtola from Final Fantasy 14 is like the voice actress of like I think the Inquisitor lady that joins up with your game. And I was like, oh,
okay.
Cool.
I'm about to get her. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because I'm in like area 2.
I'm just slight spoiler. Okay, but she's just in the game. I think she joined.
No, I've heard her talk. I'm like,
yeah. Cool. So yeah, it's like she's gonna hang out on the Grey Knight's battle barge. I don't know what's going on with the Terminus degree. I'll find out later. I hear some shenanigans are going on with like Big E coming back.
You're gonna put him back on the chair.
Put him back on the chair. We'll talk about that next time. I'll also have to talk about Foamy the squirrel if I remember it. I had a big old thing talking about Foamy, but we didn't have time.
And I'll also talk about King of the Hill. Very good. I'll say check it out.
Yeah. So like, me and my dad are gonna watch it at some point because we've watched all of King of the Hill, and you can't really spoil. Like, there's spoilers, but just vibes. The initial vibes check that I've getted is that it's good. It's different than old King of the Hill. There is some growing pains, but it's still good.
Yeah. The only thing the first episode is not very good, but it feels like it was supposed to be a one-off special.
Okay, so it's one of those where it's more, because I could see them trying to do like a one-off of like Hank comes back, and then they kind of said, well, and then they finished it and like, all right, give me like 9 more episodes.
Then 2 through 10, all great. There's some moments where I'm like, they're doing flashbacks where I don't think they should, but beyond that, it's great. Like, it feels more like King of the Hill, and it is very King of the Hill, but more evolved.
I want to compare it to the Frasier reboot, because I also felt like the Frasier reboot, or like the new, or like the first episode was not very good, but then like once they got into the rhythm of it, I was like, oh, it's just like
the first episode feels like oh, we had to make this, and then the rest are like, well, hold on, let's like make it real.
I mean, the first episode of a lot of shows takes a bit. It takes a bit to get accustomed to it, especially when you have like your new staff going on King of the Hill, which is such an established show, especially by the end. Like, that was like 12 seasons of work. Even though like I know Mike Judge is there, but I'm just saying like the new animators and writers and stuff. It takes some time.
Yeah, animation. It's you have to get used to it, but it's actually not too bad.
From what I've seen, it is digital animation, but it's one of those where like King of the Hill is not an animation powerhouse show, so it doesn't matter that much.
Oh yeah,
like,
we're not. Well, they're definitely trying to do some Ghibli style cooking on here.
Well, you'd have.
Have you seen that?
I've seen Bobby's cooking, and I understand. It's like, okay, so yeah, you gotta save your. Listen, you can have like the cheaply done Hank like kind of walking around the screen if you get the expertly done Bobby's cooking, because that's important. But I gotta go.
Yeah.
So
All right.
we'll talk about King of the
we'll
Hill
talk about
next
this
time.
stuff next week.
Next time. Later days. Bye.
Bye.